Hey everyone, this video is actually a request from one of you, so thanks for this, Mohammed. Mohammed asks, one question, in the budget planning for a Kickstarter campaign, how much do you recommend that we allocate or budget for influencers? Great question. So that is actually the topic of this video. Guys, if you're new to my channel, I'm Khierstyn Ross. This is a channel about e-commerce, product launches, and all things Kickstarter. So if you are new and you want regular updates because you have an upcoming product launch, amazing. Hit subscribe and like this video so that I know that this is the kind of video you like. So this video is all about how big of a role does influencers actually play in your launch. So one of the strategies that I love working with product launches and brands is influencers. The reason I love working with influencers is because when you are just getting started building your audience, you have two choices. You can either blog all day and only have the reach that you have, your 20 email subscribers or 1,000 YouTube subscribers, whatever that is, and your brand when you're just getting started is super limited. So what you can do is actually grow your audience faster by leveraging other people's audiences. And one great way to do that is by working with influencers. But there's a caveat to this. Influencers are amazing to work with because it helps expand your audience. And an influencer is someone who shares the same audience as you, right? But they're not a direct competitor. So in the physical product space, there are a few ways to work with influencers. You can do a product giveaway to their audience. You can get a product review from them, like a product review video. This is super popular on Instagram or YouTube. That's really where influencers are these days for any sort of visual medium, because that's where consumers go to check out reviews and see how great products actually are before they go and invest in it. And you may find other not so common ways, but still super effective, is if you have, you partner up with a coach, for example, like someone in the information product space. Because if you sell a product, let's say you're Pavlok, and Pavlok is a wearable that helps you break bad habits through electric shock. It helps you eat less, it helps you save money, it helps you get out of bed earlier. Really, whatever that bad habit is, through negative association, it helps retrain your brain to actually work to break your habits. Awesome company, definitely recommend you check them out. And with Pavlok, it would absolutely make sense for Pavlok to work with a high-performance coach or a financial coach that has an audience of people that want to use his hardware to improve their lives, because it has a very practical application. Or if you have a mindset journal or a journal that helps people improve their day-to-day lives, you can partner up again with the coach or someone in the fitness space to help provide a value add for their customer base. Okay, so when you look at influencers, the most obvious way is, of course, getting a product review, but you can also be working with them in a different capacity by offering, and this is how I've built my brand up, like offering a lot of value. So like I will go on podcasts and teach their audience a little bit about Kickstarter campaigns, for example. Because we share a similar audience, I give something of value, and because of that, that helps me grow my business. So with you guys in the physical product space, it's the same sort of thing, okay? So why do influencers actually want to work with you if you have a smaller audience? Well, it's because they really either love what you're about, they want to support small businesses, or the product you have is something that they know their audience really benefit from. And so they just want to partner up because they see a really, really good synergies with what you guys are doing. The downside to working with influencers is that not every influencer deal is free. So here's how influencers generally monetize. You have nano or micro influencers, which are the smaller scale. They have between 5,000 to 25,000 or more followers. Then you have the big influencers, like millions of followers. For any sort of physical product, unless if you have a massive budget, like thousands of dollars, typically stay away from the bigger influencers, because the nano and the micro influencers are actually a lot more in touch with their audience. You're going to find that even though their audience is a lot smaller, they've curated that organically. So the conversion rate of that audience and how keyed in and enthusiastic that audience is, they're very in touch with that influencer, versus if an influencer has 12 million followers on YouTube, they have such a big community that the engagement is not that great. So there's actually a lot of benefits to working with nano and micro influencers. as well as the cost. And which brings me to Muhammad's question, which is like, how much should you budget to pay for influencers? So honestly, my honest opinion, when you are getting started, if you do not have a budget for experimental marketing, you should not be paying for influencers. And you should look to compensate an influencer by giving free product, as well as offering an affiliate commission on any sales driven. So why am I recommending you not pay an influencer unless if you have a budget for it? Well, because influencers giving you a shout out and influencers doing a product review for your product is an excellent way to drive traffic and get noticed and build that social proof. It will directly or indirectly help you get better conversion rates, okay? But typically, there's a very, very low direct ROI on the money that you spend on an influencer and sales that come from that post. So because of that, you at the product launch stage, when you're just getting started, you really have to bootstrap stuff. You have to bootstrap it. You have to focus on marketing methods that actually will work and provide a direct ROI. And influencers are too experimental because it's so hit or miss that their post, even if they have such an engaged community, is going to result in ROI. So, Muhammad, my answer to you, which is how much you should budget for influencers, is zero. Unless if you have investors and you literally have a budget on the expense line that says experimental marketing, in which case you can be choosy about the influencers that you work with. But most cases than none, I don't recommend paying to work with influencers directly. And a lot of influencers will ask for a sponsored post. They'll say, we want $1,000 for an Instagram post or $5,000 for a product review. That's what I mean by paying for an influencer. So then on the flip side of it, I still 100% endorse influencers, and it is definitely a part of our day-to-day strategy with clients that we work with. But our goal when we pitch influencers is to, again, work with smaller influencers that are just really excited to be a part of what you are being a part of. So we go out and we identify influencers that have an audience similar to the product that we're looking to rep. And then we say, hey, we'd love to send you some free product. And if you love it, could you do a review? And then we will offer, again, like a 10% affiliate commission is pretty standard for physical products is what we would offer. Again, totally up to you and stuff like that. But yeah, that's really it. So I've covered a lot of like topics or other things that we can cover and turn into like more videos with this. If you want me to do a little bit more about working with influencers or how to pick relevant influencers or anything like that, and just any other questions about influencers, I know it's a hot topic. So if you want me to cover anything specific, like Muhammad, drop the question below in the comments and you just might be featured on a future video that I do. But guys, I hope you enjoyed this. Again, if you have not subscribed to my channel, be sure to ding the bell below this video and like this video. Let me know what you think. But apart from that, I love you guys, and I'll do a much better job being consistent with posting daily content in the month of December for Vlogmas. So this wraps up what should have been the December 6th blog or vlog. But you know, here we are. I'm learning just like everyone else. So take care. Love you guys. I will see you tomorrow.